Good morning, children. Yesterday, I have discussed with you about the body organization, nutrition, and respiration. Now, I am going to discuss with you the movement and response to stimuli. In your book, movement is not given. So, first, I have discussed with you the movement. Children, movement is a very important sign of a living organism. All living things move by themselves without any external help. And plants and animals move in a different way. Animal can move from one place to another. They can move their body part. For example, frog move when it is jump into the pond. Bird move when it fly in the sky. We move when we go to school. Fish move when it swim in water. We move our hand when we clap. Dog can swag its tail. In general, animals move from one place to another for food, protection from the enemy, and protection from the natural disaster like flood, forest, and fire. But children, as you know or as you watch, plant cannot move. The plant can move only part of their body such as leaf, flower, shoots and root. Plants are fixed in the soil. Plants move toward stimuli such as sunlight, water, or gravity. For example, leaf and flower of sunflower plant move by bending toward the sun to face the sunlight. Here, sunlight is a stimulus called phototropic movement. Phototropic movement means movement we show toward the light. Photo means light, tropic means movement. Movement of plant part toward the light. Some flowers show the movement by opening or closing their petals. For example, flower of dandelion plant open in the morning in response to sunlight and close in evening when light bleeds. And non-living thing cannot move by their own self. When some external force apply on the non-living thing, they can only move. As for example, car, bus, train move when the fuel is provided in the car, bus, or non-living object. Now, response to stimuli. Children, as you know, you have a 5 sense organ to react to their environment. With this help of this sense organ, we can react to the outer world. Anything that trigger in a reaction in a organ is called stimulus, and the organism reaction in an organism is called stimulus, and reaction of the organism in stimulus is called response. Different organisms react to stimulus in a differently. Leaf of mimosa plant can close their leaves when we touch it. Another example of response to stimuli is animal can also respond to stimuli. For example, when we move toward the bird fly away from us. In this case, the fear is a stimulus and bird responds by moving away. Similarly, bird fly when they hear a loud sound. In this case, loud sound is a stimulus and bird respond by moving away. Some animals are attracted by the light, hence go toward the source of light. These are the different example of response to stimuli. Now I am going to discuss with you excretion. Children, you know what is excretion? All living things, first we discuss all living things take food. Living things use their food to obtain energy by the process of respiration. Process of respiration produce carbon dioxide gas as the waste material. Moreover, all the food eaten by organism is not used completely. Part of food taken by the living organism remain unused. The unused part of food also become a waste material. So, removal of waste substance from the body of organism is called the excretion. All living things excrete. All living things get rid of the waste from inside themselves which they do not want. Some harmful or poisonous waste are also produced in the plant. So, plant also excrete. Sweat, urine, carbon dioxide are the excretory product of human body. The excess salt from the body are excreted through the sweat and urine. The carbon dioxide is excreted through the process of breathing. During digestion, nutrition are absorbed from the food and the undigested food is left in behind, and the undigested food is excreted from our body in a form of waste. Plant also release waste material from their body, and the waste water and carbon dioxide is excreted through the water and carbon dioxide is excreted through the stomata. Lac, resin, rubber, etc. are the excretory product of the plants. Quinine is the medicine for the malaria, is also the excretory product of cinchona plant. Now, growth and development. Growth and development is also very important part of the living organism. Growth means increase in size. All living thing can grow. The young ones of living thing grow and become bigger in size with passing of time. For example, seed grow and become a plant. Similarly, baby grow and become an adult. When living thing grow, they become taller and bigger on their own. All living things grow from the single cell. The growth in a living thing in a form which living thing, the growth in the living thing occur by the division of single cell to form a large number of cells. As a living thing grow, number of cells in its body also go on increasing. Non-living thing do not grow. For example, rock is a non-living thing which does not grow and become bigger to grow and become bigger. But growth of a cloud is different from that of living because it occurs from outside the accumulation of more and more water vapor. So even though cloud appear to grow and bigger inside, it cannot be said to be a living thing. Now you read lesson nicely, and if you have any confusion, ask the question. Thank you.